The two main scales you'll probably want to use are the major scale and the minor scale. Easiest way to play the major scale on the keys is like this. This is the C major scale because this is a C note, and you number the 7 steps like that. Most melodies are based around the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Those are the pentatonic notes. Here's an example that just uses pentatonics. Here's an example that does use a 7. And here's an example that uses a 4. So, major scale, mainly use these notes, and use these ones sometimes for some nice flavours. An easy way to get the minor scale is just to start on the 6 of the major scale, so then you can renumber the notes and you can think of this as the 1 of the minor scale. So that's an A, so this is A minor. Most minor melodies focus on those notes, and those are the minor pentatonic notes. And here's a purely pentatonic melody. Here's a melody that does use a 2. And here's one that's using a 6. So, minor scale, focus mainly on these notes, and use these ones sometimes for some nice flavours. So if C major and A minor use all the same notes, and even the pentatonic notes end up being the same, what is the difference? Something is major if it wants to resolve to the 1, like this. And something is minor if it wants to resolve to the 6 or the 1 of the minor scale, like this. So it totally depends on the shape of your melody and how you use the notes. To get the basic chords in a scale, you just stack a triad shape starting on each note of the scale. So that is a 1 chord because it starts on a 1, that's a 2 chord because it starts on a 2, 3 chord, 4, 5, 6, 7, then you're back to 1. When you build chords like this out of the scale, the 1, 4 and 5 end up being major, the 2, 3 and 6 end up being minor, and the 7 ends up being diminished. And you'll pretty much never use the 7 chord in a modern chord progression. The most common chords in modern music are 1, 4, 5, and 6. If you put those in pretty much any order, you're going to get quite a nice chord progression. For instance, the minor scale chords work the same way, so stack a triad off each note of the minor scale, and you get your 7 chords. The 1, 4 and 5 end up minor, the 3, 6 and 7 end up major, and it's the 2 that is diminished and that you'll almost never use. A minor feeling chord progression could be something like this. So, to sum up chords, you stack a triad off each note of the scale, and pick a few of them and put them in a sequence to get a chord progression, and some progressions work better than others. You can use the C major and A minor layouts to play in any other key as well. All you got to do is use a transposer in your DAW or on your keyboard, and whatever note you make the one of the scale be, that's the key you're going to be in. So if I play something like this in the key of C, and then I transpose it up, say, 4 semitones, so now this is an E note. Here's the same thing, but it's going to be in the key of E. Even though all keys are essentially the same set of intervals, musical ideas do feel different when higher or lower in pitch, so it's definitely worth playing around in different keys. So here's a few examples showing how the scale has been used to put chords and melodies together in some famous tunes. If you're interested in playing some tunes like that for yourself, then you can go to scalenumbers.com/tabs, and I've tabbed hundreds of tunes in the same way, using scale numbers to show the melodies and the chord progressions. Learning some really recognisable tunes like this is probably the best way to get into using the scale for yourself. I've also built those tabs into an app that I'm working on, and that lets you play hundreds of recognisable melodies and chord progressions and easily see how the scale is being used. So there's links to that on the website too, if you want to give that a go. And I'm also making some weekly mini tutorials, like the one playing now, where I'll pick a famous tune, use scale numbers to explain how the chords and melodies were put together, and show you how you can apply the theory to your own compositions. So if you're interested in something like that, then you can check them out at patreon.com/scalenumbers. Thanks a lot.